All right then. Good morning, beloveds. It's ragweed season. Apparently the air quality right now in Houston is really, really, really bad. So, my voice is going to be what it is. And it's not helping that we have the windows open, but we have the windows open because it's nice outside. Even if the air quality is, it's ragweed season. I'm allergic to ragweed, so. But the house hasn't cooled off yet because it's still going to be 94 today. Like, it is October 1st and it's going to be 94. I'm not okay with this, but so, all right, we are doing Your Spiritual Power, and we are currently in What Religious Science Teaches. And that is, we're doing the declarations of principles. So let's do the housekeeping and get that out of the way, and then we will dig into the next declaration, the next principle. So the housekeeping is just me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. The website is creativelife.org. The constant contact email is info@creativelife.org. If you will email that, you will get one email a week unless something unusual happens. I will point out we do live in hurricane country. But it tells you what's going on for the week and the month. The hot links are hot. So if it says click here now, it means it. And it is also a blind CC. And what that means is nobody's going to see your email. You won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. So, which is kind of super important. You don't want anybody to get your email. We don't either. So, and then the last thing I'll mention is the social media. And I only mention it from the standpoint of we do not monetize it. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So instead, what we ask you to do is to engage with the platforms and the individual posts. So like, subscribe, share, subscribe, follow based on which platform it is. Cause like on Facebook, you can both follow and like. And then on YouTube, if you subscribe, then it'll allow notifications. It'll let you know when we upload new videos or when we go live. So, not that I think we go live on YouTube, but that's neither here nor there. All right. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center or Creative Life Spark, and I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. I do have dreams of eventually running again, but yeah, it might be a minute. So, all right, that is this, and then when I say engage with the individual posts, I mean, react to the post, comment on the post, share the post. And I say react to the post because, you can like them, you can love them, you can laugh at them, so you can wow them. Apparently the angry react, the cry react limit the post, although I don't know why. So, but feel free to use all of the reacts. I know I'm funny, so you are welcome to laugh. Okay. So Your Spiritual Power is a collection of inspirational writings. I say that because what it is this is some of his rarer works that may not be available other places. Like they may not be publishing the books anymore. The smaller books. And so somebody collected them together. And we are currently doing What Religious Science Teaches, which, I have 2 copies of that little book. I don't know that I bought either one of them. I think they were both gifted to me. And then I have a third now because it's in here. Now this I did pay for. I don't even know why I bought the book. I was just like, ooh, that looks good. That's any of us who have, I'm not a bookworm, I'm a book dragon, and I definitely hoard books. So, you just walk by and go, ooh, that title looks good, or that cover looks interesting, and then you end up with, multiple copies of books. So that's when I gift books away. So, okay. So if you are following along in here, like I said, we are doing What Religious Science Teaches, and we are in our Declaration of Principles, where he is giving you quotes from the variety of traditions that he pulled from, in which he created his principles from, the principles that we teach. If you want to figure out where I am, I'm on, in this book, 113. And we are going to start with, we believe in the eternality, the immortality, and the continuity of the individual soul forever and ever expanding. If a person is an incarnation of God, then their spirit is God individualized. And as such, it must be eternal. Since it is impossible to exhaust the limitless nature of the divine, our expansion must be an eternal process of unfolding from a limitless center. Immortality is not something we purchase. Ooh. Yep. That's a good line. Highlighter. It is not a bargain we make with the Almighty. It is the gift of heaven. It is inherent in the divine nature of humanity. When the disciples of Jesus asked him, what is God's relationship to the dead? He answered, as we should expect one to answer who had already plunged beneath the material surface of things and discovered their spiritual cause. He said, he is not a God of the dead, but of the living, for all live unto him. God is life, and that which is life cannot produce death. What we call death is but a transition from one plane or mode of expression to another. In my Father's house are many mansions. Jesus said to one who passed with him, today shalt thou be with me in paradise. In the philosophy of this spiritual genius, this God-saturated man, death was but a transition. The Gita, which is the Bhagavad Gita, if you are curious, from India, tells us that he is not born, nor doth he die, nor having been, ceaseth he any more to be, unborn, perpetual, eternal, and ancient. He is not slain when the body is slaughtered. That's okay. I get what you're just like, what? From the Bible, he asked life of thee, and thou gavest him, even length of days forever and ever. And this is the promise that he hath promised us, at even eternal life, to an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you. Oh, and that was it. Okay. Ooh. And I think we're going to stop there. I mean, he did just do that whole section on immortality. And I'm stopping early today because the next one we're going to pick up tomorrow with We Believe in the Kingdom of Heaven is within humanity, that we experience this kingdom to the degree that we become conscious of it. Well, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. So we're just going to go with the short one today. We're going to stop and pick up with that tomorrow, I think. Yeah, because it's a lot. And like I said, they're deep subjects. They are very deep subjects. And I don't want to give them short shifts. So, and like I said, so what we did today is we believe in the eternality. Well, the first section in this book is all about immortality. He doesn't have to spend a whole lot of time on it because he's got another work that talks about the eternality. And that was one of those things when I did the Declaration of Principles with the teenagers, and they were like 13 and 14 at the time. We did that one, and Theo turned to me and said, "Oh, you mean like reincarnation?" And I said, "Well, Ernest doesn't really believe in reincarnation." And Theo looked at me straight in the eye and said, "Well, Ernest is wrong." So, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the teenagers. Now, the cool thing about that is Ernest doesn't believe in reincarnation because he doesn't see the point in coming back here. But he does believe in the immortality of the soul. He just, it really comes down to, I guess, think about the life here as a classroom. Ernest didn't believe he needed to repeat a grade. So when he passed, he was going to go ahead and step up the spiral. He was going to go ahead and, as he said, step into another mode of expression. He does believe that we will have some sort of body. He does, so it kind of depends on how narrowly you define reincarnation. He definitely believes that there's more beyond this life. Because, he quoted the Gita. When the body drops off, we continue on. Our individualized center in in the mind of God continues. We don't know what it's going to look like. And that can be a little scary sometimes. So, but it is right there in our principles. We know we continue on. So, all right. So if you haven't read the Immortality in this book, it's interesting because he pulls all these sources together and just really digs into it. And it was fascinating. So I do commend it to you. And you can always go to, now I archive these on the Running Rev Ryan YouTube channel. I don't want to clutter up the CLC one. So if you want to go back and see what I've said, because Facebook only keeps the videos up for a month, then feel free to go and check out. And I've got it as a playlist called Immortality. So you can go and see what he had to say about that. Cause it was interesting. It was interesting. All right. So I'm going to, move on into the process of my day. So I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a take care of yourself day, a hey, we're halfway through the week day, a welcome to October day, a enjoy the cooler mornings and then stay out of the direct sunlight day, drink plenty of water day, do what you gotta do day, do something for yourself day, and if you got time, do something for somebody else day, a read something amazing day, a cuddle your fur babies day, a look into the mirror and see the divine looking back at you day, tell somebody you love them day, tell yourself you love yourself day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, because occasionally it is, I get it, occasionally it is, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are spirit in motion, God in action, a brilliant light, a divine spark, a beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time at your own pace. My favorite part of that statement. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. All right. So explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be. Because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. Anything at all is possible. All right, beloveds. As I said, I'm going to move into the process of my day. I'm going to remind you, Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you around 9-ish tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.